Hello, everyone. This is Charles, the God Principles Living in the Philippines. We're about to look at a video about why we moved to the U.S. from the Philippines. This was taken over a year ago, and here we go.
You to the God principles, and do I have a treat for you? This is going to be so unusual. You want to stay and go through all the segments. There are 4 segments, and you're going to be in for a surprise. You guys introduce yourself. You are.
I'm Okalo. This is my wife, Jasmine.
And how long have you been in the Philippines?
We've been in the Philippines for about a year, so 11 months.
Okay. And while you were here, did you have any special events happen?
Yes, we actually had our first child.
Yes. So show them the baby. Bring the baby in. Having a child in the Philippines coming from the United States is really significant, because younger people moving here, and you hear a lot of stories about the medical system here, and the fact that you did that is very unusual. So, tell me about your life in America. How did you all get started, like we covered before?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were both in a small town in the Northeast, actually in a small state, Rhode Island. And I had an opportunity to go and move to Texas to just play some, football and things like that. So decided to go do that, and
You played football?
yeah, a little bit.
For who?
Just high school football.
Oh, high school.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. I played some football, and after I graduated, I decided, okay, let's go to college, and then looked at the expenses of college, and it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
How much it cost versus how much jobs are offering, it just didn't make any sense. So, to heck with college, and decided to go into the corporate world. So started off just doing grunt work, call center jobs, and then moved up to more sophisticated territory sales and channel sales and things like that. And during that time, we were long distance for about 5 years. And living in America was great. At the time, I was making really good income, and had a nice car and nice clothes and nice place to live. And then when we got married a few years ago, same thing. We always had a brand new luxury apartment and nice cars and all the other stuff. But the second that we decided we wanted to go on to a bigger and better life is when real adversity started to hit. And we realized, this adversity that we're having via, wanting to start a business or wanting to pursue that dream or wanting to, not be so, not be so, what's the word I'm trying to use? Dependent on a job.
Okay. Tell these people what you were doing and how much your income was.
Yeah, so I was in sales. So I was doing territory sales for a period of time. Just the territory manager for the state of Texas, selling generators and larger machinery. And she was a clerical work.
So I did payroll, the admin side of things.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward. Remember you went to Rhode Island?
Yeah. We were born in Rhode Island.
Okay, and you told me that your monthly net was $9,000.
Yeah, we were making about $9,000 a month net, not gross. So after our taxes and stuff were taken out, and even with that amount of money per month, we're still living paycheck to paycheck.
Y'all need to hear that now. Yeah. Everybody wants to go to America. This couple was making $9,000 net, and they were still living paycheck to paycheck.
And we're not heavy spenders. Don't get me wrong. We had an expensive wedding like everybody else. We, decent, kind of had expensive things, Apple everything, or whatever. But for the most part, we didn't blow money. We weren't those type of people. It was just America, like living in America, there's so many small, inexpensive bills you don't really see or account for every month that really add up. And on top of that, being young, you really want to have that Instagram lifestyle or whatever. You go on trips all the time, and you have the nicest stuff and a whole bunch of toys that you have. And in the end, what ends up happening is you are in debt and you have more month than money a lot of the times. And then also the way they pay you doesn't make a lot of sense. They pay me every other week. And yeah, we had 9,000 lump sum, but every other week it wasn't 9,000. It was essentially half of that, 4,500. And you have this bill to pay, that bill to pay, that bill to pay. And by the time you're done, you have maybe $500-600 left. And of course, you eat that, or you blow that, or you save a little bit. But
if you're working, you have to pay for food if you don't bring food.
Right.
And then on the way to work, you have to pay for tolls, which that's an extra expense. So it's
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna take
Okay, let's go back here. Now, that was Okolo and his wife. Now, here's the truth. Excuse me. Those conditions still exist in America. Only they've gotten worse since that interview, which was a year and a half ago. It's been about a year. Now, here's the really messed up part about it. He got deported. Come to find out that he was running from some issues back in Texas. He was caught in Dumaguete. They ran a background on him and found out he was wanted in the States, and he was deported. These are the kind of things people come here, but this is a follow-up. It's like, and so he's back in the United States. Him, his wife, his mom had to come get him. It was a mess. It was a mess. There was a whole lot of drama going on. So I'm real cautious about who I associate with here in the Philippines. Now, I'm saying all that to say this. If you're planning on coming here to the Philippines, there's going to be a link in the description of this video where we can start to coordinate the efforts that you're going to need to take care of before you come here. And we'll be able to make an assessment that you have everything you need when you get here, that you have connections that you can talk to when you're here. If you need to make accommodations for living situations, all of that can be accommodated, or at least you can start a plan so that you can get here. Because I see in America, a lot of people are being, from the government, are being terminated, giving early retirement. And so the Philippines, which is the one good thing about it, is not only a good location for digital nomads, they also have a system here for retirees. So you can come here and be very well accommodated living in the Philippines. I want you to click like and click share if you like this information. And if you need some more information on moving to the Philippines, how to create a digital income, the links will be in the description.